Heyo everybody, Haku here with my review of One Piece anime episode 758. And for this one, I was really hyped for Jack vs. Inuarashi, but we didn't get to see it quite yet. But we did get to see a lot of hype for each of them separately, so I'm really happy with that anyway. I think this turned out to be a really good episode. And again, last episode I was like, we've been having really good episodes for Zoe, but this one I'm not so sure about how great it was. At least I think that was last episode where I was like, this one's it's starting to slow down, but nope, I think we got back on the hype train for this one, and it turned out really well. Because one thing that was noticeable, the animation went from last episode looking like the Dressrosa and filler quality to jumping back to not quite as good as the first few episodes of Zoe, but it looked like the same style, and I think they need to keep that style. That style looks a lot better. Even if they don't always do it as detailed, I think that the style, I prefer that for Zoe. It looks a lot more natural and real to me, if that makes any sort of sense at all. But basically, the animation's up a bit. One thing, a complaint I'll have at the very beginning is the filler stuff at the beginning and the, what is it called, the recap and stuff. It lasted until after 6 minutes in, so over a fourth of our episode was just filler. So we only got really 3/4 of an episode this week. But either way, I'm not even going to count that as like a hugely terrible thing, because when the episode got started, I enjoyed it that much. This, to me, for whatever reason, was one of the most enjoyable in a good bit. I don't know, the early Zoe episodes maybe more, but this was really good to me as far as it comes to enjoyment. We see Luffy getting beat up for mentioning the ninja and stuff, and honestly, I thought, you guys who know from when I was reading the manga, if you followed my manga videos, I never thought that Wanda was very attractive. I just wasn't really into that, but in the anime, I mean, Wanda was looking pretty fine, guys. She was looking pretty fine. But we go up a bit more and we see this dude Sicilian rampaging, and I thought it was interesting. In the manga he was Sicilian, but I never caught it. I like how they called him Sicilian here, because that makes a lot more sense with Shishi being lion in Japanese. So Sicilian, I love that play on words. I love the play on words with the minks names, like with Wanda, because Wan is just bark in Japanese. So her name is just Bark. I like that. I like the play on words that they've been doing. But we find out that he's the captain of the Musketeers, apparently. And I don't know, I thought he was really cool in the anime, and I thought it was hilarious when he did that insane, just hyper jumping bow to Luffy, and just him talking with Luffy and interacting with the Straw Hats. I really liked Sicilian here. Then we see Chopper, Tristan, and Miyagi treating Inuarashi. We get our first real look at him, and he is a huge dude, and according to Wanda, he is one of the strongest warriors in all of Zoe. And the way he was eyeing Brooke was funny. And again, it was really cute when Wanda was like, not now. So I thought that was a really cute moment, and I never really thought of Wanda as cute. So then he mentions the Straw Hat, actually, and we find out that he does know Shanks, but he falls to sleep before he can elaborate more on it, and it was really funny again with Luffy jumping on him like, how do you know Shanks? So more funny stuff. And we find out that Wanda explains why Inuarashi and Nekomamushi are both considered to be kings in the country, and they can't stand each other, so they've pretty much separated their ruling time, and there are citizens that are separated into the day citizens and night citizens, and pretty much. And the day citizens live, and Inuarashi rules from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., and then from 6 p.m. until 6 a.m., Nekomamushi rules the country, and the night citizens and guardians and stuff are up. Oh, and yeah, and Nekomamushi has the guardians, and we've already seen that Pedro dude in the forest is the guardian captain, but we still haven't found out much about him. And now we see that Sicilian is the captain of the Musketeers, which are the forces of the King of the Day. So again, really interesting the way that we see how that works out. And of course, we'll find out later on, not going to spoil anything, why Wanda is not falling asleep now, why she doesn't really count as a day citizen. So we have a flashback again to Jack's attack on the city. And man, Jack is just so savage. So I like that we saw more of his character there. And the Musketeers show up to fight the Gifters. Again, it looked really, really nice. I love the animation there. And Wanda, I can't tell if those were shorts or if it was a skirt, but I think they were shorts. And damn, Wanda. Wait. But yeah, and then we have the badass entrance for the 3 Inuadashi Musketeers. I suppose that those 3 are just like his actual like personal guard, or maybe they all 3 serve as captains and not just Shishilian. We weren't really told specifically, but I think those 3 serve as kind of like a royal guard, and Shishilian's just sort of the captain. So their entrance was really badass, and the Musketeers are actually wrecking Jack's crew. And then we have some actual Shishilian versus Jack hype. Like, Shishilian goes in at him and Jack just, like, swats him off and everything. And I thought that was really awesome. I like that they threw that in there. Like, all this episode, my Shishilian hype was pretty high. And then we have Inuadashi's entrance, which was great. Episode overall. I didn't get the moment I was hoping for this episode with the fight, but we'll probably get it next episode, so no complaints there. Yeah, this episode just wasn't what I was expecting, but it turned out to be really great. Maybe even better than what I was expecting, honestly. The biggest thing for this and for Zoe overall for me has been this in-canon filler. This in-canon filler is so good, and I like the way in Dressrosa so many episodes seem so bad because we took scenes and we just drug them out until the scenes were just not enjoyable because they were just so slow and padded for time. But with this, instead of doing that, with Zoe, we've been adding in stuff that wasn't in the manga, and I like that a lot more. Adding in new stuff for us to see, like, I really like that. I like that we're doing that. It feels like Zoe itself, like the place and the characters there feel more fleshed out because of it. So I 100% need to commend the anime for doing that, and I think they really should keep doing that, because just adding in little things here and there to pad out their time instead of dragging things out, adding things, just, it's so much more entertaining. So then going on from there, the animation to me definitely back up, not to where it was at the beginning of Zoe, but it was definitely back up from the last episode or two. And I thought just the development of Zoe and the characters there and just the entertainment value, I was really enjoying this one, so I thought all that was great. And then the Musketeers versus Jack's crew was actually really, really awesome. I was not expecting to love it as much as I did, but it was awesome. So yeah, overall, this may be a little bit of a high score to some of you, but I really, really loved this episode, so I'm giving it 8.5 dogs in short shorts out of 10. Yeah, that's another thing. Shishilian hype this week, Wanda way this week. Yeah, so yeah, thanks for watching, I suppose. Like if you did like the video, comment down there. Tell me what you thought of this episode and what you thought of my thoughts on it. Subscribe for more One Piece with anime and manga and a bunch of other stuff. Follow on Twitter if you want. I'll try to keep you updated there on stuff with the channel. And that's it. So thank you again for watching, and I'll see you all next time.